Some of us students. Nah, so you must just think. That's what you miss. Fucking lie. Oh, I'm wildin'. I'm on stream. I'm wildin', chat. My bad. Damn. I was finna say, I ain't say no crazy shit on here. I gotta make sure I ain't say no crazy shit on here. The fuck? I'm wildin', chat. Damn, what the fuck? I forgot I was on stream for like, I don't know how the fuck I forget that shit that quick. All I did was started rolling. I just started yapping, chat. Oh, the pretty I would, chat. Basically pearled this bit. I just put a paper on the side because the stem piece was going up. Wrote a pretty ass woods, chat.
Today we will discuss some topics that have been going on, such as KP Skywalker and Fat Motion Drag.
Hold on, chat. I'm looking at some DC shit. I'm trying to see. I'm on the DMV Hoods and Beefs YouTube channel. I'm trying to see if he posted when 23 Racks passed away. I don't know how long Racks passed though. It was a little while though. Marv got bagged?
Today, we will discuss some topics that have been
I thought Marv was real deal swagger.
Today we will discuss some topics that have been going on, such as Bloodhound Q50 shooting footage and suspects revealed, High Class 23 jail updates, and we will also...
What? I just realized I can just search it up, chat. I just gotta put his YouTube channel first, and then I search up 23X after it. 23X and affiliates. This is click on my. Was DMV been posting when 23X passed? 23X passed a while ago. Like, I think like 2-3 years ago. I don't know when it passed. Pretty sure. I think it passed 2 years ago.
Like, oh shit.
Oh, I like this. That mean I seen
The only
this.
nigga that's popping out with some rice on your burger.
Don't watch me, watch TV, Slim.
I might have 30.
They like, y'all think shit sweet, y'all just play with ops, so it's up.
What the fuck is out? Nigga, fuck out. Nigga, fuck out. Fuck out. Hey. I'm like, oh shit. Don't watch me. You the only nigga that's popping out with some rice on your burger.
Don't watch me, watch TV, Slim.
I might have 30.
They like, y'all think shit sweet, y'all just play with ops, so it's up.
Freedom man. Long live fire, nigga.
Chad. The V. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with 23X, but I heard the Z. Them niggas from the Z is like that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I heard them niggas is like that.
Freedom man. Long live fire, nigga. Get back in it. Damn, man, this shit's great. Freedom man. Long live a man, nigga. Niggas spend on my block, about to take me a trip. Overdosing, I take me a sip. I hop out it. Freedom man. Long live a man, nigga. Niggas spend on my block, about to take me a trip. Overdosing, I take me a sip. I hop out that combat, run away quick, and these niggas be sorry, I'm fucking they bitch.
Your boy Dan Hoods and New, make money right here on that H&R block, man. The old Staten Terrace apartments, man. I believe this was Staten Terrace. We right here. I'm over here doing the video. I'm gonna do it. If I remember, I think this is Parkland. I'm only going by the looks. It looks like Parkland. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? This little neighborhood right here on the south side. I'm not 100%. I think it's Parkland. You know what I'm saying? I don't really say the name of the apartment building and out like that. Village, Parkland. It's Parkland. Yeah. That's exactly what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? It's that third right here on Alabama you know, then for those who say I don't do no Southside nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even trying to talk crazy, I'm gonna lie. But we know, we all know, GBG Low active. Yeah.
The third, right
That's all I
here,
gotta say.
here in the middle, right here, 1-5 millionaire, Z Squad, One Deuce is in the back. You know what I'm saying? The young niggas usually call 1-5, One Deuce all together, Z Squad. You know what I'm saying? They really grew up all together, 1-5 and One Deuce. They grew up together and so forth. We're not really gonna go with One Deuce. And don't sleep because this shit look nice, like some shit out fucking Largo somewhere. But don't get caught bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? You will get caught bullshitting out this joint, though.
Really outside.
One five, H&R, One Deuce, all one. They all cool with each other. This, that, and the third. I heard they had on and off history with Congress Park. I heard they was fucking with each other, then they wasn't fucking with each other, then they fucking with each other, then they ain't fucking with each other.
Niggas already know what it is. Niggas already know it's left. Long live local, long live keep on, long live walk. You know how you come. Check it out.
Nigga, you know why I beat. The harder this friends don't want to be me.
Knock his ass out. A lot of time we just set a fight up. I beat Bob off his bitch ass. But he got.
Bob used to box.
I pray about no cars.
Don't know Boo Bob used to be a boxer.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't fuck with the College Park niggas either though. I ain't gonna lie, they be fucking with the house. I don't fuck with the niggas either though.
I don't know how to fight anyway.
Chill out, boy, chill out.
I ain't on no more jump.
Boy, chill out, boy, chill out.
I ain't on no more jump.
I speak for the O, I don't speak for the three. These niggas be goofy, they try to be me. Scared this shit, how I'm hopping that ride. He try to slide to this bitch ass die.
You know what I'm saying? That type shit.
What the
You know what I'm saying? One Deuce is known for having they...
I'm sorry, but like, I ain't trying to like start now, but like, fuck, man. Like, are y'all clicked up or not? These motherfuckers be clicked up like motherfuckers.
Beat they won.
And then they start beefing and then they clicked up again. And then start beefing and then clicked up again. But I'm pretty sure they're beefing right now, actually. Because I'm pretty sure the beef got worse. Or the beef really got on when Rags died.
One of the beasts that had beef with the Fonz back in the past. One Deuce is like 12th and Robinson. I think they tore him down, but I think they were like about to rebuild them. Like they gonna like reconstruct them. They probably already did. But I'm not, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I'm not going back there. Because they're going to figure out why niggas over here recording our shit. You know what I'm saying? Just that.
Yeah, free cars, spinning again.
Them drinks have just been out. Might keep driving, you know, to the pills.
Hey, y'all shit burnt.
GBG Lil Active and JG Wardy in the same live? What?
Just been out. Might keep driving, you know, to the pills.
JG Wardy, B Money, and fucking GBG Lil Active in the same live.
My shoes took me dead, niggas on shit got stuck on the look.
They is wildin'.
Dead niggas in my shit. I cuss like a bug and I'm smoking on. Yeah, I cuss like a bug and I'm smoking on reef. Dead fuck, I put on the 3. I've been dragging my nuts. I've been looking for Steve in the fuck. Got put on the T. Third down the Z. I'ma bend down the Z. Third down the Z. I'ma bend down the Z. Get the shit too weak. I come with switch piece. I'm come with switch piece. He come with a piece. Nigga, the 6 on come with.
Right here on Alabama Avenue. They John like fixing everything up around here. I think they got a movie theater in the back. That's a giant though.
You know what I'm saying? It
Damn.
didn't look like this back in the days, you know what I'm saying? Those, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
Damn, the
You know what I'm
last
saying?
3 hoods he just
They
showed
used to
looked
get
all
mad,
the
get their
same.
head. Man, niggas probably still getting their head, but
Nigga, long live the man, free the game.
you know what I'm saying? Usually when I ride in 92 down here, niggas be outside 23 right there on like 20, 30 deep on 15th place. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are locked up. They was involved in a lot of, you know, drugs and
Why you had to kill him like that? That's crazy. Like, I'm gonna miss my son, like, and it's just sad because he was my oldest. He was like they father. Like, my kids is hurt behind this. Like, everybody is hurt behind this.
Jamar leaves behind 3 younger siblings. MPD is still tracing leads with a reward up to $25,000. Increased when Tymisha thinks of justice and what it means.
I'm not gonna bring my son
Damn,
back. It's not gonna make me
bands
feel
just to
better.
snitch
So,
on a nigga that killed.
it's nothing that I gotta say about that
Damn.
situation. Because even with justice, even if
They
they
is
found a
not playing.
person, it's not gonna bring my oldest boy back.
In Southeast, Mike Valerio, W.
Police say that 15-year-old Jamarid Robinson was shot repeatedly here next to the baseball field at Johnson Middle. Police say they responded to the scene for gunshots and found the 15-year-old dying.
We don't know if he was an innocent bystander in the shooting last night. We do know that he was in the company of someone else.
Police chief is convinced that someone here knows who killed Jamarid. He is pleading with them to come forward. In Congress Heights, Bruce Lachey, W.
I mean, obviously somebody knows.
No, drugs and stuff. There's a lot of FBI. This is like a real lot of FBI documentary on them. The FBI shut them down because they was getting so much money out here.
I'm talking to bliss cause the always bliss. They under the bag, come get you a ditty. Niggas be capping.
With my 10
Check out Cheddar's new weekday lunch specials, starting at $8.79, featuring items like the classic
friends killing their enemies, the dad ratting out the son, and wild diss tracks with some crazy self-snitch. This is the insane story behind the murder of 23 Racks and the war going down in the DMV. 23 Racks was a rapper from DC who started popping when he was just 14 years old. His mom died when he was young, and his dad wasn't around much. So 23 Racks got active in the trenches when he was a kid and started repping a crew called 23rd in Savannah. 23 Racks came up in the hood. That's not where he wanted to stay. He was surrounded by crime from an early age. He got neck deep in the trenches. 23 Racks really wanted to rap and make it out of the DMV. It takes most dudes years to get any movement in the rap game. But by the time 23 Racks was 14, he had already signed to an independent label from the DMV called MGE. MGE is a legit label, and they got street ties too. And one of the dudes who started the label is locked up on a murder charge right now. Getting a record deal at 14 was crazy. But Rax was allegedly putting in work in the streets too.
I ain't gonna lie.
The track hardened,
Rax,
they think that
Rax was low key coming up. I'm sorry, but to me, he's one of the best DC rappers before he passed.
Nah, but I'm told my sticks. And them niggas be cap, they don't be on their bricks. Watch how Rax hit they block, send some shots, then he did. When little Rax out the car sending shots, they be nicked. And on the track Act Out, he said, hit the mall, and I'm whipping the racks out. Catch a op, he got dogs, and them young niggas gon' max out. And them youngins keep dissing, that's what all them shots about. Trying to do his face in with 300 blackout. After he started popping off in the rap game, a blogger from the DMV named DMV Hoods and News interviewed 23 Racks and put an even bigger spotlight on him.
This where you from?
Yeah, man, that's what I feel.
This should be at every day. God damn, man. We right here live on the south side, 23rd of Savannah. Man, tell me about this motherfucker, man.
23 Racks said he pretty much had to raise himself because his parents weren't around. And that's how he fell into the streets when he was a kid.
On my own for since a young.
For real. Yeah. Facts, man. Facts, man.
Got a lot to say, they don't know none though.
Yeah.
Got backstory about it.
Mm-hmm. So you say you lost your mother at a young age and shit. Damn. Oh yeah, man. Condolences, man. What about your father, man? Your father was in your life too?
He's in there a little bit.
Yeah. Facts, man. But really,
how 23 Racks ended up getting killed right before he could make it out of the hood. 23 Racks didn't have his mom and dad around, so he was bouncing back and forth between a couple of different cribs. According to sources around the DMV, 23 Racks was staying with his older sister sometimes, but he also stayed with another dude who repped 23rd. The crib where 23 Racks and his homie stayed was allegedly a stash house, and there was over 10K somewhere in the crib. Glock and a dude from 37th named Whites allegedly got into the house and took the stash, and that's what sparked the beef with 23 Racks. Some people say that it wasn't even 23 Racks money, but even if it belonged to the homie he lived with, that means Glock was still a 23 Racks homie, and he wouldn't be cool with that. 23 Racks said the first thing he wanted to do when he blew up in the rap game was make it out of the hood.
First thing I would do, you get the fuck out of the hood.
But then the situation with Glock changed everything. After Glock allegedly stole the cash from the crib where 23 Racks was staying, Glock went sliding on the ops and ended up getting hit. The bullet went into Glock's arm and hit an artery, and he bled out before anyone could save him. 23rd and the Z weren't beefing before, but after Glock got killed, 23 Racks dissed Glock on IG and posted his location. Racks was chilling in 23rd territory and probably thought he was safe out there, but he had no idea that some shooters from the Z saw his post on IG and were on their way to kill him. Right after 23 Racks posted his location on IG, shooters from the Z rolled up and shot him to death in broad daylight. After 23 Racks got hit up, somebody allegedly dragged him into an apartment until the ambulance could come. But by the time the cops got to the scene, he was already dead. 23 Racks' death shook up the DMV. He was a young dude who had a lot of motion in the rap game, and it looked like he was really going to make it out of the streets. 23 Racks already had a record deal, huge shows in the area, and even big artists like Wale showed love to him after he got killed. 23 Racks had a lot of love in the DMV, and after his funeral, they even carried his casket through the streets where he came up. Glock was the one who allegedly stole from the crib where Racks lived and was already dead. And then a couple months after Racks got hit up, Glock's homie Whites also got killed in a wild situation. At first, a lot of people thought Whites getting murdered was give back for 23 Racks, but then the real story came out, and it was way crazier than that. Whites got into some kind of argument with an older dude from the hood, and the situation went left. According to reports, Whites tried to shoot the dude while he had his kids with him, so the OG put 30K on White's head. The OG wanted to pay someone else to take Whites out, but then they ended up getting into a wild shootout, and the OG left Whites dead in the street. When the cops pulled up to the scene, it looked like a war zone. It's not clear how many people were letting off shots, but the cops found 53 .40 cal casings, 13 .556 rifle casings, 8 9mm casings, 8 more .357 casings, and 9 .45 caliber casings. They found Whites dead at the scene with bullets all in his body, and another dude named Tawan Wilson ended up getting killed too. It turned out that White's death didn't have anything to do with 23 Racks' murder. But then news broke that the same gun that killed 23 Racks had been used to kill a woman named Tashida Williams. Tashida Williams' death didn't have anything to do with street politics though. Just like the White situation, her murder was over a personal issue. Tashida got killed by her boyfriend for allegedly cheating on her. And when the cops booked her boyfriend, they found out that the gun matched the one that killed 23 Racks. The shooters who took out 23 Racks either dumped the piece or sold it to someone because it was too hot. And Tashida's boyfriend told the cops that he found the gun while he was walking home from work. Bodies were dropping all over the DMV, and the cops might have never solved the 23 Racks murder if one of his killers didn't slide again a few months after 23 Racks got killed. There was a lot of rumors about who pulled the trigger on 23 Racks, but people in the DMV knew that a dude from the Z named GBG Lil Active had allegedly dissed 23 Racks right after he died when he dropped the track Last Diss and rapped, "This the last diss for the ops. Been watching that store, the feds and the lot. They keep making raps, but they still ain't get back. Them niggas ain't standing no business for shh. And I got hit in my chest. I ain't fall on the floor. I just lost me a friend. I ain't never been poor. Niggas man get cracked and they keep making songs. Racks murder on them. The cops already had surveillance footage that caught 3 shooters walking to where 23 Racks was murdered, but all of them were wearing black clothes and masks. When they got to the block where 23 Racks was chilling, one of the shooters dapped someone up and kept walking. That's why Last Diss, GBG Lil Active raps, "Fucking your bitch, her pussy was ocean. She gave me this drop, and you know that shit over. Yeah, I got stats, go ask what I told him. Factory Glock, he got hit with the boulder." After the shooters dapped up the other dude, they kept walking south on 22nd Street towards 23 Racks location.
Hey, it's Vince. I'm running for Congress against this guy. I'm gonna slap chop the nuts out of the wall. Vote for me so I can represent you and the ones that can't stand up for themselves.
Vote for ShamWow!
Paid for by Offer Vince ShamWow Shlomi for Congress.
All the good times that come from more me time. All the wonder of what the night could bring.
What's crazy is that 23 Racks had a gun on him and was ready for smoke, but he didn't think the ops were gonna come straight to his hood after he dropped his location. When GBG Lil Active and his homie spotted 23 Racks chilling outside, they started shooting at him from the gate and hit him twice. There was a kid outside too. 23 Racks tripped over her after the shot started going off, but luckily the kid didn't get hit. 23 Racks tried to run away when he got hit up, but he was losing too much blood and hit the ground. While 23 Racks was bleeding out, the shooters took off and a ring camera caught them arguing with each other. One of the shooters started to run, so his homie told him, "Walk. Oh my God, if I get locked up because of you, bruh, stop running. Fuck, you throwing me off. This why I don't do shit with you, bruh." GBG Lil Active's homie Rico was on the hit, and his dad helped take the whole crew down. Right after the 23 Racks hit went down, an informant got in touch with the cops and said that people were asking Rico's dad about Rico killing 23 Racks. At first, Rico's dad didn't want anything to do with the situation, but then he allegedly helped the cops pick Rico out of the surveillance footage. At the same time that the cops were trying to figure out who pulled the trigger on 23 Racks, they booked Rico for a different murder case for killing a dude named Clayton Marshall a month before 23 Racks got killed. On April 12, 2022, Rico got picked up
like Baby J-Mo,
and his homie took him to the 2200 block of Savannah Street. That's where Rico hopped out and started shooting. And when it was over, a dude named Clayton Marshall was dead. According to the cops, Rico wasn't aiming for Clayton Marshall, and he just got caught at the wrong place and time. But some people said that Clayton Marshall was an OG over there, and that's why he got killed. And what makes the story even crazier is that Clayton's brother had been shot and killed in almost the exact same place. The cops brought Rico in for the Clayton Marshall murder, and he was so shook that he brought up the 23 Racks murder before the police even asked him about it. When the cops started talking to Rico about the 23 Racks hit, Rico pointed himself out in the surveillance footage. At first, Rico was lying to the cops about where he was and who he was with, but then they kept showing him more footage that proved he was lying. Rico told the cops that he didn't have a gun on him at first. Then he confessed that he actually was strapped up and told the cop, "Yeah, man, I'm sorry." Rico said he wasn't anywhere near where 23 Racks got killed. Then the cops showed him more footage, and he gave up and said, "That's me. I can see that. Obviously, that's me." Rico was already cooked, but then the cops took his phone and saw him planning the hit with GBG Lil Active. On the morning that they killed 23 Racks, GBG Lil Active texted Rico and told him to grab a joint and asked him about finding some eggs. And according to the cops, the joint was one of the guns that they used on the hit, and eggs were bullets. Later on, GBG Lil Active told Rico he found 11 eggs, and it looks like they used all the bullets they had because the cops found 11 casings at the scene where 23 Racks got killed. Even though Rico was facing 2 murder cases, he still got on house arrest. But instead of keeping his head down and trying to beat the charges, Rico got caught with a gun and got sent back to jail. Then in December 2024, the feds hit Rico, GBG Lil Active, Moneybagg Hefe, and 2 other dudes on a 33-count indictment for killing Clayton Marshall, 23 Racks, an innocent teacher named Bryce Dijambisi, and for the drive-by at the corner store.
OGs put their money where their mouth is at OG.com, where you can trade predictions on everything from game day to election day. OG, it pays to be right.
Diagnosed with Crohn's disease and struggling with your symptoms? It's not too soon to talk to your doctor about Entyvio for moderate to severe Crohn's and learn about the results you need, including rapid symptom relief and long-term remission. Entyvio is the only gut-focused treatment for Crohn's that helps block inflammation in the gut and works right where you need it. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, PML, a rare brain infection that can result in death, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Learn more about the only treatment for Crohn's that works right where you need it, and ask your doctor about gut-focused Entyvio, including the Entyvio pen.
Gut-focused Entyvio.
Clayton Marshall got killed by Rico at Shipley Market, and that's where Moneybagg Hefe and his homies killed Bryce Dijambisi too. They pulled up in a stolen Jeep and dumped over 70 rounds at Shipley Market while they were trying to hit an op. Bryce Dijambisi was a teacher who also drove for Uber, and he was dropping someone off at the market when the shots started going off and killed him. Rico, GBG Lil Active, and their homies DeMarco Robinson and Davion Robinson all pleaded not guilty at first. But then in May 2025, the situation changed and they all pleaded guilty. Rico and GBG Lil Active pleaded guilty to killing 23 Racks, and their homies pleaded guilty for the drive-by at the corner store. Rico also pleaded guilty to killing Clayton Marshall at Shipley Market, and now he's facing 23 years. GBG Lil Active could end up with 23 years too, but Davion Robinson is only facing a max of 10 years. DeMarco Robinson's case is different though, because he's fighting another Fed case at the same time. Moneybagg Jefe is still fighting the Bryce Stitch and Bissy murder, but rumors say that someone else from the Z is snitching on him to get a lighter sentence. There's no proof that somebody flipped yet, but the cops already have a lot of evidence against Moneybagg Jefe that allegedly proves he was sliding on the ops. The cops have the dudes who killed 23 Racks, but his death is still affecting the streets. 23rd and the Z started beefing when 23 Racks got killed, but some dudes from Fox 5 were still showing love to Racks after he died. And before Racks got killed, he was so cool with the Z that people were saying he should switch over. 23 Racks was also tight with a lot of dudes from a set-up town called CHV. Racks even had a track with a dude from CHV named Top Soldier called 3 to the V, where Top Soldier raps, "Fucking with Racks and we running the South Side. I am the king of the North and that's uptown. Hit me a nigga. His body was never found. I really come from the gutter, the underground." And what's even crazier about the track is that 23 Racks shouted out GBG, aka Get Back Gang, and rapped, 2-3, nigga. You know how the fuck I'm coming, nigga. Come push up on me, I ain't hard to find, nigga. Push up or get pushed up on, nigga. Get Back Gang, nigga. Then Racks got killed and everything changed. The Z and 23rd started beefing, and now some dudes from CHV are smoking on Racks too. GBG Lil Active was starting to pop off in the rap game and put on for the Z before he got booked. But now he's facing decades in prison for taking 23 Racks out. If they had linked up and put on for the DMV together, it could have been huge for everybody. But instead they sparked a beef and everything fell apart.
Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin Clears.
Food delivery fee, convenience fee, driving fee. Of course you have to drive. Photo a bag at door fee. Now my car smells like garlic fee? Okay, I'm done.
All the flavor, all the protein, none of the fees. Healthy choice, but having it all taste like.
Bloodhound Lil Jeff was one of the biggest crash outs in Chiraq history, and now his homie Q50 is taking the beef to another level and going to war with 2 whole cities. In August 2025, news broke that Q50 had been shot in St. Louis.
Tell their ass check on Q50, man. They didn't park this shit down there.
Somebody recorded the scene outside of a hospital and said that Q50 was the one who got hit up. Rumors were flying that Q50 wasn't gonna make it out alive and might already be dead. There weren't any real news reports about what happened though, and nobody knew what really went down. Q50 stayed quiet for a while, and that made a lot of people think the rumors were true. But then the next day, he hopped on IG Live and started trolling his ops in St. Louis.
Free body, free money, like you. I best make that 60K.
It didn't look like Q50 actually got hit, but the ops allegedly did shoot up his whip. According to rumors, it all started because Q50 stole 60K from some goons in St. Louis. Some sources claim that Q50 ran off on a promoter, but other people claim that Q50 finessed a plug in St. Louis with fake meth, and that's what sparked the beef. So when Q50 came back to the city for a show, the St. Louis goons allegedly caught him lacking and almost killed him. Q50 has ops all over the place, and there were a lot of people trying to claim the shooting, but most people thought CTS Lil Wick and his homies were involved with the situation. Lil Wick is a white drill rapper from St. Louis who went viral for shooting a dude in the head and beating the case in court. And after the news broke about Q50 allegedly getting shot, Lil Wick's homie Houdini Rail went live and said he had never popped somebody that famous before.
I don't think he gonna make it, but we gonna see. I ain't never popped nobody that famous before. It's my first time.
There were rumors going around that CTS Lil Wick is the dude that Q50 stole 60K off of, and that's why people thought Lil Wick and his homies tried to kill Q50. Then Lil Wick went live and said nobody took 60K from him, but he did try to take somebody out.
Bro, go get your 60 back. They ain't take 60 from me. They ain't take nothing from me, gang. Yeah, bro. They ain't take shit from me. I was trying to take something from them. They might.
Then a dude from Chicago allegedly stamped Lil Wick's story and shouted out a bunch of shooters from St. Louis. Q50 and the Bloodhounds have beef with the Chicago set called 9-5 Mob, and Lil Dre from 9-5 Mob tagged the St. Louis goons and wrote, "I love y'all on 2X grade. Y'all stood on everything y'all told me. I got something for y'all." Lil Dre got clowned like crazy for dry snitching on his own alleged shooters like that. So he deleted the post, but somebody had already screenshotted it and put it on Instagram. It's not clear what really went down in St. Louis, but Q50 dissed the whole city on the track 60K and raps, "Go, long live Lil Jeff, LAX with a Drake. Ain't trying to eat dick, get the fuck out my face. St. Louis still mad I took 60K. Fuck it now. Let's talk about pay. Broke ass ops. Next funeral, I'ma pay. Then Q50 diss CTS Lil Wig and raps. Talking about 60 shots. Nigga, I ain't got a scratch. I was posted like I'm dead, but I'm up on a jet. What the fuck I look like letting a lame ass nigga from St. Louis make me a hat? He's a fucking white boy. Don't be surprised when his ass gets stretched. Q50 allegedly stamped a rumor he was pushing fake weight in the city too and raps. Sold 6 pounds of the soul. Out of town goofies thought they ass was trying to buy meth. Then CTS Lil Wick and his homie clapped back with the track Bloodhound diss and raps. I really get through every gap. Make your Q50 raps. Go post up in the rack. I catch Bloodhound, gon' get his little ass cracked. Q50 was allegedly on the hit when his homie Lil Jeff got killed. And Lil Wick dissed him about the situation and raps. We got a 60 on 2 Drakes. It's like 220 in his car. It's nothing but tracers in this Glock. You try to run, won't make it far. Went on a hit, he hit the splits, and then he watched Lil Jeff fast fall. And when CTS Lil Wick and his homie Sumo Dub went on No Jumper, Sumo Dub said straight up that they were the ones trying to take Q50 out.
They say y'all niggas did it. They thought y'all had shot Q50 up.
Man, we don't know nothing about nothing. They said a lot of people did that shit, man. We did that shit, nigga. Nah, we did. They said a lot of shit about that shit. We don't know nothing about nothing.
Lil Wick tried to play it smarter and said he didn't know anything about the shooting. But he said he's been smoking Lil Jeff because he tapped in with 9-5 Mob in Chicago and they beef with the Bloodhounds.
Beastie B.
Oh, word. So this not no overnight shit? Like,
nah, this ain't no just overnight internet shit. You know what I'm saying? It's more behind the shit than just what motherfuckers would call dick riding. You know, we ain't just dick riding each other on some, we with them because they static with them. Nah, that's not even why we cool with them.
Q50 didn't just diss Lil Wick and his homies, though. He called out the whole city of St. Louis. Chicago was always in the spotlight for all the bodies dropping in the street. But St. Louis has an even higher murder rate and is full of shooters who would want to take Q50 out for dissing their city. Q50's been trolling St. Louis like crazy after he ran off with the 60K and didn't get touched. But he's gonna have a way bigger target on his back now if he goes back to the city.
Blink and get more with new 2K Plus Smart Security. With Blink 2K Plus, get set up in minutes to see every detail in crisp 2K video. Get noise cancellation for clearer two-way talk.
Hey!
Oh, hey, perfect timing.
Get wireless power for up to 2 years of battery life. Plus, with smart detection, you always know who's there. Plug in or battery powered. Get Blink 2K Plus and get more with smart security for less.
Have you heard about the Red Fellas?
What about them? If your family cheated you out of billions, how far would you go for a little payback?
I wonder who's next.
Let's do it.
If I were you, I might be nervous.
St. Louis isn't the only spot where Q50 might get slid on though, and fans are worried that he's not going to survive long if he keeps hanging around Chicago. Q50 spent some time in Chicago when he was a kid, but then his family moved to Gary, Indiana when Q50 was still young. Q50's mom and other family members had street ties in Chicago to a set called Hit City, which is around the same area that the Bloodhounds rep now. Q50's mom's cousin Darius repped Hit City, and after he got killed in a car crash, some Hit City members started calling themselves Darius World. Q50's family also had ties to a set called Low Life, which is the set that allegedly took out Lil JoJo after he started dissing the BDs. But when Q50's family moved out of Chicago, it looked like he might never end up in the trenches. Back in the day, Q50 wanted to play basketball, and his grandpa even posted about how Q50 promised to buy him a whip after he made it to the NBA. The hoop dreams didn't work out, and by the time Q50 made it to high school, he was already crashing out and getting into fights. Q50's mom even commented on the fight video and said that Q50 got jumped and still didn't back down. Q50 ended up graduating from high school while he was still living outside of Chicago, but that didn't mean he wasn't still connected to the streets. Q50 didn't grow up in Chirac, but he had family ties in the city, and a lot of his cousins were still gangbanging. And by the time he graduated high school, Q50 was already kicking it with Lil Jeff and other Bloodhounds in Chicago. Q50 also has ties to another set called MTV 079 through his homie Mari Scoon. Mari Scoon was trying to get his name buzzing in the rap game too, but then he caught the spotlight for another reason when he allegedly killed a cop with his homies. Back in 2023, Mari School and 3 other dudes allegedly went on a crazy crime spree one night because they wanted money to throw a barbecue. The police say that they robbed 3 people and stole a whip all in the same night. Then they murdered a cop named Ariana Peterson. Ariana was coming home from work, and that's when Mari School and his homies allegedly ran her down to take her money. Ariana busted at them, but they shot back and killed her with shots to the face and neck. Then Mari and his homies allegedly took her gun and sold it. Q50 doesn't really claim MTV 079, but he does have ties to him through the Bloodhounds. The Bloodhounds were started back in the early 2010s as a link-up between Drill City, MTV 079, 400 East, and Chris World. Most of the members came from Drill City though, so the Bloodhounds' main territory is Drill City's hood. Lil Jeff was always repping the Bloodhounds. Lil Jeff and Q50 were blood cousins, and they really started linking up after they got a little bit older. After that, Q50 put both feet in the trenches and was putting in all kinds of work with Lil Jeff. Drill City used to be part of a way bigger set called Lawn City, but some internal beef sparked up after a couple of Drill City affiliates allegedly robbed some OGs in the hood. Lawn City split up into a bunch of different sets like Drill City, Mixed Mob, and A Trey Mob, and some of that beef is why Lil Jeff and Q50 started catching bodies. After Lawn City broke up, Drill City started beefing with a bunch of sets in the area like A Trey Mob and Hit Squad. And in the 2010s, some of their ops linked up with 9-5 Mob, which is the set that CTS Lil Wick has ties to. Lil Jeff's older brother Jay Boogie is locked in with the Bloodhounds and was tight with a dude from Chris World named Kenny Mack. Kenny Mack was allegedly putting in work against TYMB and killed a dude named Obama. So the ops slid and killed Kenny Mack right in front of Lil Jeff when Lil Jeff was just 11 years old.
Long live my back. I was down. Hey, jug on my dead grandma for you. I damn near shit in the table for now. That hurt me a little bit. I was like, dang, it's getting real.
Long live Kenny Mack. I was there. I witnessed that. We was about to lake. I think ever since then I've been. That's probably what it was. I feel like they clapped my homie.
Lil Jeff became one of the biggest shooters in the city, and he said that watching Kenny Mack get killed like that is really what messed him up. Lil Jeff was always surrounded by violence, and he wanted to make it out of the streets by playing basketball. Jeff wasn't good enough to make it on the varsity team his sophomore year though, and that's when he really started turning up in the trenches because he didn't have anything else to fall back on.
I was 16. Around that time,
you was doing the soldier boy.
I was trying to play basketball, but that's around the time I ain't make the varsity team. So at 16 when I was realizing this real, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Cause you know after that point, like once you don't make that team, it's over.
Around the same time, Lil Jeff and Q50's cousin Bloodhound Z Money started popping off in the booth. And one of the first times Lil Jeff put up on camera in my head. Then in December 2020.